And then when I got into like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution for the United States of America, I got it into my head that I wanted to know the definitions of like when they were written. And like that was very enlightening. And then the Constitution mentions like the law of nations, because it upholds the law of nations, okay? Or preserves it or something like that. And so then I tracked down like the Vattel one, which is very illuminating about what is like the true nature of a state and a nation, okay? And then from there, it's not like I didn't look at any modern sources to like see what they were trying to, how they were trying to explain and expound the Constitution, but it's just all very convoluted. I mean, the convolutedness, so then I came up with this quip. It's like, they can't change the words, but they can change the definitions, and like that pretty much stands true. I mean, they want you to think everything is kind of upside down from the way that it was intended. So, the long way around, you kind of figure out that you have to just kind of look at what was like the intention of these formations, and then from there it actually becomes really, really simple to then apply every sort of principle of law that you can find based on the intention of the foundation of this like landmass and the government that they instituted to sort of govern it. And then from there it's just really simple. It's like, how do we stave off tyranny? So whenever you want to, whenever you want to apply anything or deduce anything, it's what preserves freedom and staves off tyranny and then is fair. So like even when you think about the role of a judge, like what is the true role of a judge? Is to preserve every person's kingdom, so by unbiased neutrality, and then to maintain that unbiased neutrality in case of, land disputes about, where's the marker drawn, right? Or like contract disputes. And then, when you think about the origination of universities, it makes sense that they started so that as these corporations develop, that, as like the next generations or whatever like start to go to the heads of these corporations to make sure that there's uniformity of thought and procedure amongst all the heads of the corporations. And that would definitively be a thing that like the government would institute for the general welfare, is to make sure to reduce the amount of litigation. Remember, the role of a good judge is to reduce litigation. So you kind of seeing how this isn't all supposed to be about bashing people into like bowing to like stupid shit like DMV, when you really start to think about what could be the point of the institution of some of these things.